Do you know how civilizations die? It's not from a meteorite impact, and not from the fangs of a saber-toothed tiger. They die from simple arithmetic. There is a cruel law in biology, the Allee Effect. To survive, a population needs critical mass. If a group falls below a threshold, it loses the ability to hunt effectively. Ar's tribe had 40 people, a strong, healthy pack. Ar made a choice. He protected his resources, but he failed to account for one variable. In a war for survival, one tactical error can turn 40 living people into 40 ice statues. Look at this snow. This is the final season of the Kings of the North. A month ago, you chose Path A, isolation. Ar refused marriage to the Southern Chief's daughter. He understood that this was an insult. In Stone Age diplomacy, refusing an alliance is almost a declaration of war. Ar kept his hand on his spear, awaiting the blow. But to his relief, the blow never came. The Southerners, a people of fishermen and gatherers, not warriors, silently gathered their nets and baskets. They walked into the blizzard, taking their strange culture with them. Ar exhaled. He decided his strength and reputation had scared off the enemy. A week passed. Silence. Ar calmed down. He was sure the threat had passed. The illusion of safety shattered on the 10th day. A squad of 3 strong hunters carrying prey did not return to the cave. Ar finds them in a narrow rock corridor. This is not the work of beasts. The bodies lie in the snow. Weapons are missing, but most importantly, the meat they were carrying is gone. Ar examines the wounds. Throats slit with a single continuous, surgically precise motion. Ar knows only one material capable of this: volcanic glass. He understands. The Southerners didn't leave. They got stuck here due to the weather, and they couldn't find food themselves. Their fishing skills are useless in the steppe, so they began hunting those who found food for them. Ar instantly assesses the situation. Biology fact: obligate kleptoparasitism. The Southerners have turned into obligate kleptoparasites. Physically, they are weaker than the Northerners. In a fair fight, one of Ar's hunters would break the spines of 2 fishermen. But the Southerners do not engage in a fair fight. They use their white Arctic fox furs as camouflage. They creep up on exhausted, laden hunters and strike from the shadows. For Ar, this is a challenge. Parasites have infested his territory. As the alpha, he is obligated to protect the pack. Ar assembles a punitive squad. All the adult men of the tribe, 18 fighters. He decides to use the enemy's trick against them. He leaves a deer carcass on an open plateau as bait. He and his fighters lie in the snow around it, forming an ambush. But Ar makes a fatal error. This is a cargo cult. He copies the action without possessing the technology. The Northerners have no white furs. They cover themselves with their usual brown bison and bear furs, simply sprinkling snow over themselves. They think they are hidden, but from the height of the hill, where the hungry eyes of the Southerners watch. Ar's squad looks like a scattering of dark, dirty spots on the perfect whiteness of the snow. The Southerners emerge from the rocks. Hunger drives them forward, but caution is their only defense. They immediately see the ambush. They understand, if they go for the meat, the rocks will come alive and kill them. So they change the target. Using their perfect camouflage, they silently flank the lying Northerners from downwind. The Northerners, massive, clumsy in their heavy furs, are lying facing the bait. The attack happens simultaneously. The Southerners jump onto the backs of the prone hunters. Glass knives plunge into the necks of Ar's warriors while they try to disentangle themselves from the snow. The ambush turns into a slaughter. Northern strength is useless when the enemy is already on your back.
Ar leaps up. Chaos surrounds him. His squad is being exterminated on the ground. He sees a figure in white reaching for the meat. It is the chief's daughter. Ar throws his spear in a rage. The heavy tip pierces her through. She falls dead. At that moment, a terrible howl rings out. From the snow swirl, an old man with mad eyes throws himself at Ar, the Southern chief. He is avenging his daughter. A black knife is in his hand. He manages to slash Ar's shoulder before Ar's heavy club descends on his head. The enemy leaders are dead. But when Ar raises his head, he sees the price of this victory.
The remnants of the Southerners, having lost their leaders, die under the rare blows of the surviving Northerners. The fight is over. Silence. Ar stands, clutching the wound on his shoulder. He looks around. Of the 18 best hunters, the foundation of the tribe's strength, only 3 remain standing, and they are heavily wounded. The rest lie in the snow. The failed camouflage became their grave. Ar won. He destroyed the threat, but the arithmetic of war is implacable. He exchanged his elite providers for hungry refugees. Ar returns to the cave. He walks slowly, leaving a red trail. Leah meets him at the entrance. She looks behind him, expecting to see the squad with prey. But she sees only 2 half-dead fighters being dragged by Ar. There are no words between Ar and Leah. She smells the blood. She sees the emptiness in his eyes. The tribe has about 15 people left. Of these, 10 are children and the elderly. Adult men capable of bringing down a bison, 0. Ar is wounded. This is a bottleneck. The population has fallen below the point of no return. The next month is a chronicle of agony. Without hunters, there is no big meat. Without fat, there is no heat. Ar tries to set snares for hares with his one healthy hand. It is enough to prolong existence, but not life. In the corner of the cave lies a trophy, a basket of obsidian. Ar looks at the black glass. It is sharp, it is perfect, but it is dead stone. The tribe no longer has strong hands to hold these knives. Technology did not save the Southerners. Strength did not save Ar.
The fire in the center of the cave is small now. Less firewood is brought in. Ar sits by the fire. Leah is nearby, warming his healthy hand. They do not weep. They simply wait. Ar was right when he refused the marriage. He protected his honor. Ar was right when he killed the enemies. He protected his home. But in nature, being right is not enough. You need to be adaptive. The fire goes out, and no one stands up to throw in a branch.
Reality Branch A is closed forever. You preserved loyalty to traditions, but you lost the future. The history of this tribe ends here. Game over. You have a chance to fix everything. Go back and choose Path B, Alliance. End of transmission.